Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we're going to talk about FTX business, FTX exchange, the people that are trying to take over and then backed out, which was Binance, and then Justin Sun from Tron. He says we need to get our tokens off your exchange, so I'm going to give you some debt facility, and they do that deal. And there's a lot more going on, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of disgusting, but we're going to discuss the FTX debacle. And if you want to get into something that is backed by real world assets that are making money right now, we have that, but that's going to be at the end of the video, and you can check that out and find out more as more videos will be coming out, and check the channel. We'll talk about that as the video goes on. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. How appropriate. Nobody's coming to save you. You're going to have to get it done yourself. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for being here once again. And please share the videos, because you never know who you're going to be able to help, because this is a trying time. Economies all over the world are going down in flames. Inflation all over the world. The cost of living is increasing no matter where you live. That means you need to have some programs in place where you can make extra streams of income if you're not going to be able to get a raise from your job. Now, let's get into this FTX debacle and find out even a little bit more. Today is November 10th, 2022, so you can find out the latest headlines. But of course, first, we have to go to the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page, podcast pages, and please, once again, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. But we have another level where you can support the channel a little bit financially. Check out this join button over here on the right-hand side, and you will have membership options. And with that membership option, number one, you receive special messages under the community tab specifically for you as a member. You also are able to be on our Wednesday night live stream in the chat room, only you as a member. Everybody else can watch on Wednesday night, but on Monday and Friday nights and any other live stream, everybody can be on, and members of the channel can join me on any live stream as well. And they have videos once or twice a month specifically for them as well. So thank you so much for being a member. You can see a few of the members down here. So I want to thank members once again for your support financially. Now, let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go look at, remember a couple of days ago when we were looking at the top exchanges and FTX fell from number 2 to number 3? Well, look at here. FTX isn't even on CoinMarketCap anymore. Look over here to the left. You will find the FTX.US, but notice Binance is under $40 billion. All right, for their volume in the last 24 hours. So they've taken a hit. People have withdrawn, right? Look who has gained though. Coinbase, Kraken. So some people are actually using these exchanges more. You can see what's happening here. Bitfinex. Look at this, up 18%. Meanwhile, other exchanges have declined in volume. Very, very interesting. So look at here, CoinCheck, plus 18%. So some of these exchanges have been the beneficiaries of the fallout from FTX. Now, FTX.US, remember when it was around 688 million? That they had a volume the other day before everything really even got worse after we found out Binance was going to back out. Look at this. They're down to 108 million with a 40% drop. This was at 688 million just 2 days ago. The volume going down. FTX.us is under SEC and DOJ scrutiny right now, ladies and gentlemen. There is no way around this. And whenever the SEC and DOJ come a knocking, that tends to have other people want to back out and not have anything to do with you. And Binance backed out. If you don't know, Binance said after we looked at your books, after we found out about FTX.us under investigation by the United States government, I think we don't want to have anything to do with this. Not only are they going to have that, they're going to have problems all over the world. Now, Sequoia Capital marks its FTX investment down to $0, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens when they find out you are illiquid and your assets are not backed by what you said they were. So Sequoia Capital, who's been in business for over 50 years, these guys sent notes to their investors, emails, letters to their investors saying, we're writing this off. Just marked down to zero the value of its stake in the cryptocurrency exchange FTX. Gone. The stake that accounted for a minor percentage of Sequoia's capital, but as of last week likely represented among the most sizable unrealized gains in the venture firm's 50-year history. So all those unrealized gains, and a good thing, they weren't apparently borrowing against their stake. So that's very, very important. There's some people that were borrowing. So here it is here when it was valued at 18 billion and then 25 billion. So they had $7 billion and FTX raised 400 million in Series C, which now meant it's 32 billion. So these guys wrote all of this off. Unbelievable. So $210 million was their initial investment. And of course, it was all on the FTX token probably. And here's some others, ladies and gentlemen. BlackRock, Tiger Global Insight Partners, Paradigm, and here's the big one. Ontario Teachers Pension Plan Board put some of their money in to FTX. I can only imagine what they're having to tell their shareholders and the people that are retired. They didn't put all of it in, but all I'm saying is they put in some millions. And it's gone, potentially. All right, I'll say potentially because somebody might bail them out, but I don't know who that's going to be. All right, now here's the other thing. Sam Bankman, the Bankman, freed, had fully 1/3 of its assets in FTX, and that's referring to the Alameda Research for everybody on podcast. Alameda Research is another company that he actually formed, then gave them the FTX token. The token value increased after a series rounds, which now meant that the Alameda Research Company was worth millions of dollars. All right? So once that occurred, now all of a sudden he's able to borrow and buy other items around the world because they say Alameda Research is valued at another few $billion. So he created money out of thin air, basically similar to what the federal government does. But he leveraged that money also, and the company really has nothing. All right? Now, Binance backed out, as you all know. Now, the story's still unfolding. Because here it is he's clearly not getting more money from Sequoia. The question is what happens in the very likely scenario none of FTX backers want to throw FTX a lifeline. On the one hand, FTX fall is setting off fears of crypto contagion, which it has done. On the other hand, the risks to FTX are mounting. Very notably, the SEC has begun investigating whether FTX mishandled customer funds and looked into relationship with other parts of Bankman Fried's crypto empire. See, this is what I'm talking about. He just didn't do it with Alameda Research. He has other businesses that he formed using FTX token, and propping up the token price meant the value of those companies increased. And then he leveraged those companies. So he's in a lot of trouble, I can see in the future. Never mind his partnerships, not only with FTX.us, but how about FTX Japan? How about that one, right? So think about, he has other FTX properties internationally that are separate. There's going to be litigation, as I said on the last video. You can see here some of the other people. We own FTX and FTX US in one private growth and private fund, Global Growth Fund 3. Again, do you see this exposure that they have? It's not just limited to FTX.com. They have exposure to FTX.us. They're saying it's not a top 10 position, but they already said they wrote it down to zero. $150 million in one instance, that's gone. Separately, another fund invested $63 million into FTX and FTX US, representing less than 1%. But again, this money's off the table, ladies and gentlemen, gone. This money could have been used to help investors. That's not very good. All right? Now, think about all of that, and here's the footnotes. I'm going to leave a link down below with this TechCrunch article. You guys can read it yourself. Now, let's get into the last few hours as of today with Reuters, where you guys understand all of this is fluid. That's how it works. This is Tuesday morning. So whoever saw the video the other day, this is a little bit different because November 10th on Tuesday morning, which was November 8th, owner FTX caught his employees off guard with a somber message. I'm sorry, he told them. I effed up. There we are. The reason for the mea culpa, a half hour earlier, FTX arch rival Binance planned to mount a shock takeover of its main trading platform to save it from liquidity crunch. Not really a takeover, but it kind of was. He was going to save it, give you the, help you out, as we reported on Tuesday. Now, what happened after they looked at everything, of course, like I said, they backed out. Now, latest, FTX looks for $9.4 billion in rescue funds from investors. So you know what happened? Tron, Justin Sun, he actually said, we'll give you a little liquidity. We'll help you out, but it's only so you can get my guys' tokens off your exchange. That's what it's like to me. He's saying, hey, get my JSON, get my Tron, get all my tokens. That's as long as you allow my guys to get their tokens off your exchange, I'll provide the liquidity for that. He didn't say he wants to be a partner. He didn't say, I'm going to go back you up and help you out. He's just trying to get his tokens off the exchange. Insider trading like, right? Now, here it is. This May and June, Bankman Fried's trading firm Alameda Research suffered a series of losses from deals, according to 3 people. These included $500 million loan agreement with the failed crypto lender Voyager Digital. Don't forget about that. 2 of the people said Voyager filed for bankruptcy the following month, with FTX US arm paying $1.4 billion for its assets in a September auction. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? All worthless. Now, seeking to prop up Alameda, which held almost $15 billion in assets, so it was even more than I thought they had. Transferred at least $4 billion to FTX funds. There you go. Now you see how he's moving money around? What he's doing, this is going to be bad news. Very, very bad news. He's propping up all these companies with funds that aren't even real funds. They're actually tokens that people were buying. This is crazy. All right, this is real crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Bankman Fried did not, or Fried, I say, did not tell other FTX executives about the move to prop up Alameda, the people said, adding he was afraid that it could leak. See what I'm saying? No, it's illegal. What he's doing is basically damn near illegal. It's borderline, and I'm thinking the DOJ, I don't know where this Bankman Fried's hanging out right now, but that would tell the story. Is he in the United States? Where known address where he's at. On November 2nd, CoinDesk detailed a leaked balance sheet that allegedly showed that much of Alameda's 14.6 billion in assets were held in FTT, which is the FTX token. That's what I'm talking about. It's clear that's what it was because the company had no other business really to do. Trading, whatever you want to call it. So again, a subset of our corporate entities with over 10 billion of assets not reflected. See? And look who the CEO is, Caroline Ellison. So just think about this. This is crazy. So Binance is going to sell their entire token worth 580 million. Withdrawal surges. So now FTX says do not deposit, ladies and gentlemen. Do not put your money into FTX. You can only withdraw, and you could try to withdraw. And speaking of withdrawal, there's a guy over in the UK who tried to withdraw, like I believe yesterday, 1 hour actually ago. So it was either yesterday or today because they're 8 hours ahead. But £2,000, all right? So the BBC, all right, British broadcast company, told the BBC that they lodged a withdrawal request for £2,000. All right. So this guy is still waiting on his withdrawal. So there's a volume of them. Who knows what's going to happen? And there's other people that talk to them as well. And I've got about 3,000 worth of coins in my own crypto wallet. But more worrying is I invested 33,000 US for my mom and stepdad through the app. I don't yet have the heart to tell them what's happened. Wow. Binance said reports of mishandled customer funds and alleged U.S. agency investigations has swayed its decision not to buy FTX. Just what we're talking about here. Let me know what you guys think down below, how this is all going to wash out. Is FTX gone? FTX.US and FTX International, are they going to be gone? Let me know. I'm going to put in my first offer. They're going to be gone due to lawsuits, due to jurisdiction saying we can't allow you to do business here. So there goes. I think they're gone. I don't know why somebody would bail them out unless they're trying to somehow take over the industry a different way. But even then, we still are going to have litigation. So I don't know how you're supposed to bail them out. Would you buy a company that you know has litigation and the DOJ and the SEC is investigating in the U.S. where a bulk of your investors are, the bulk of where people on the exchange are from? I mean, I wouldn't. I'm just saying. Let me know what you guys think. So once again, we're talking about customers withdrew $6 billion in 72 hours Tuesday morning. He didn't have it. All right. And they're saying he had it in the other areas. The other areas is places like Alameda Research and his other companies. Because traditionally he could just tap them. But now he has a different story, which this is even worse. What's worse is that he says, let me go see if I can find it because I don't want to paraphrase in this case. I was seeing if I could find exactly what he says. But basically, he comes up with something that's awfully weak, ladies and gentlemen. It's so weak, it's ridiculous. He says something similar to, hey, apparently I didn't understand what accounts we had, so I didn't know from our separate accounts, I didn't realize that the amounts were off. And I'm like, wait, is this why your accounting department and legal department quit? What do you mean? You're going to know this. So he's acting dumb now, like he doesn't know what was in one account and using that to put in another account. So I'm sorry, Bankman Free wrote in a series of tweets. The full story here, I'm still fleshing out every detail of, but at a very high level, I effed up twice. Here it is right here. Due to poor internal labeling of bank-related accounts. Are you serious? He said he was substantially off in his calculations of the sums the exchange had lent out to users to let them make leveraged bets. Can you believe this, ladies and gentlemen? Can you believe this? I just can't believe this. This guy, he has an exchange. What is he doing messing around with multiple accounts? It's not like one or two. This guy's messing around with all different accounts. Therefore, he can't even remember because he's messing around with multiple accounts. Why? He's an exchange. The reason why is because you have to prop up your token. So you have to worry about moving money around when you're not liquid, when you're using your investors' money that's on the exchange to play with. So of course he's not going to know. So this is telling in itself, ladies and gentlemen. So let me know what you think down below, because I'm about to wrap this up. I'm not going to go much further, but I had to just get to this so you guys can know that this is what he's come up with. So he's substantially off of his calculations of the sums the exchange had lent out. Can you believe this? To users to let them make leveraged bets. So he's lending out money knowing that they're leveraging the money itself. Can you believe what this guy's saying? Borrowing money to trade with. Magnifying potential gains and losses. Exactly. And you can't actually call. You're going to just do what a normal banking relationship would do. You're going to say, hey, man, I need you to send me back some of that money. In fact, the coin, whatever you borrowed against it, that asset went down. It's a margin call. Can you believe this soup of what he's saying? This is serious. This is serious. That meant that he thought the company had enough money on hand to pay out 24 times the normal daily withdrawals. You guys, this doesn't even make sense. How are you going to sit up here and take this guy's lie? But in fact, it did not have enough to even pay out all the withdrawals on Sunday alone. 24 times would mean he would have had $100 billion sitting in there. Come on, guys. Come on. He knows that he was doing the volume per day at their exchange was like recently $5 billion a day was the volume. So he knew he didn't have $100 billion. Come on. He's talking 24 times. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. 125 billion actually. He knows he didn't have that. Come on. All right. The largest by a huge margin, of course. But he insisted while the exchange was suffering a liquidity crunch. This is too much. It was not insolvent. How? What's he talking about here? Anyhow, this is disgusting. Let me know what you guys think. We have something to deal with. We have something called cash flow NFT. They have stores. All right. And I'm going to end this because this is the best thing that happened coming out of this is crypto exchanges scramble to compile proof of reserves as FTX contagion grips markets. Proof of reserve. There's about 9 prominent exchanges that have already published their proof of reserve. But here's what happened. Out of the 9, only about 4 or 5 already did it. The other ones are saying, okay, we'll get back to you later on this month, right? So the guys at Binance, wallet address, and the information, they tweeted it, or CZ tweeted it. There's a few others that tweeted theirs as well. And here they are. Binance, Gate.io, KuCoin, Polynex, I don't know how to pronounce that one. BitGet, Huobi, I don't know, AKX, Deribit, Bybit have separately issued statements that they would publish their Merkle Tree reserve certificates to increase transparency. Okay, notice who's saying things. Coinbase, I think Coinbase already does it, but they didn't mention them. But nonetheless, this, for the crypto world, this should be what was happening all along. This should have been something that should have been achieved all the while. Why is this now even coming up? This should have been straight up. This is where all the investors or the exchange and funds coming in from people doing exchanges. This is the wallet. This should have been all transparent from years ago. This should have never even, that should have policed its own self. But why would you not police yourself? It's simple. It's because you don't want people to know. Simple as that. Because you're doing shady stuff. And a lot of them were doing shady stuff. That's what's the bad part. Now, let's get to how we can save everybody here. Crypto needs to move into a different format where you actually have businesses, you actually have them backed by the token, the NFT, the node, whatever it is. That would be a good start. And luckily, we have two of the baddest ones. Cashflow NFT is a node. Is an NFT, and it's the marketing arm for Miracle Cash and More. Miracle Cash and More is actually a store in licensed and regulated countries such as Spain, such as Cyprus, such as Amsterdam, Holland, such as Berlin, Germany is the city, Berlin, Germany, and the next ones are going to be in the UK. Any NFT you buy right now will be backed by the stores, and they have their own exchange. They have their own stores where people can come in and help people out and make any type of investments for whatever they want to do in crypto. They receive transaction fees for all of that, and whoever the NFT holders are, you receive residual money every month passively. You don't have to do anything. A one-time set it and forget it and go on about your business. Now, in light of this situation, it's a real store. They have ATM machines. They have a merchant account, which means POS systems are in stores. Every transaction is a part of the profits. They share that with NFT holders. They have a miracle home. They have a miracle deal. These are insurance products and a loan product. That's also where you receive part of that profit as an NFT holder every month. They have so much going on in these countries, and the NFT that's available now is for the UK. You're going to be, by having an NFT, the marketing arm, then you receive all of UK profits. Every transaction, part of the transactions for the ATM machines, part of the transactions for the store, part of the transactions for everything that I mentioned so far, and then some. So think about that. And right now, there's only 483 left. So I'm just giving you a short one. I'm going to run a video at the end. First one's going to be Cashflow NFT. Then the next 3 to 4 minute video will be Debtbox node. Debtbox node is different. This is mining 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you receive daily rewards. This again has nothing to do with exchanges, nothing to do with really crypto prices. What this has to do with is this is backed by oil, gold, silvers, agriculture, natural gas, and a scanning system on a satellite that can find just everything I just mentioned underground from space, and it's active now. People are making money now. Here are the tokens. Here are the values of the tokens on the right-hand side. All right? You can see them here. All right? BGLD, that's oil. This is sold out. The license for this node is sold out. A new node license is coming out in January. They're only going to sell 5,000 licenses. The 5,000 licenses is going to be for Ghana. They have an oil field in Ghana, so they make partnership deals, and part of that partnership deal means they buy the tokens on the open market based on the profits that they receive from the partnership agreement that they have, a royalty agreement. And by buying the tokens on the open market, then they burn them permanently. That reduces the supply of the token. So you'll have a chance in January. Now, DLG is gold. That's still available right now for $1,500. DET is their mother token. All right, it's not mining, but you can swap all of this on Pancake Swap. That's right. It's liquid, ladies and gentlemen. This is natural gas, NatG. This is presently $6,000 for the license. All right, just keep that in mind. These are going to be sold out shortly, if not already. Grow. This is agriculture. So it's about farming and about other agricultural products. So the profits, once again, it all works the same way. XPLR. This is the satellite scanning system I was referring to that you can find natural gas, gold, oil, silver, platinum, rhodium, all of it underneath the ground, and they have partnerships. And part of those royalties, I personally believe XPLR is the most valuable one out of all of them, because it's not just one location based. It's based on the satellite scanning system that's going around the globe, and they're finding different oil deposits, different natural gas deposits, different areas where you're going to find aluminum, which is ALUM, bauxite, which is going to be very, very useful and needed due to EV vehicles and batteries and all that. So again, all this that can be found is around the world on a lot of different continents. So therefore, that's very valuable. And so I'm just going to show you this real quick. And again, at the end of this, you guys should search the channel for the debt box node and cash flow NFT. Search the channel, because I have videos that I explain the program, and I'm going to actually be stepping up the game here and actually talk about this almost on a every other day basis, because these are backed by real world. We just started this August 13th, ladies and gentlemen. It's mining every day. Notice the mine cycle. 347 XPLR is generating around $6.50 a day. So therefore, that's about $200 per month if it stayed at this type of level. Now, here's the beauty of it. All of these tokens, 34,000 of them, are sitting there already mined. So it's a long game a little bit. You could withdraw all these tokens, have $653, but why? Because this hasn't even started yet. They're going to have the satellite with their scanner system on there. They're going to have their own satellite, where now other companies are going to call them to do the scanning. Right now, they're on somebody else's satellite. And then they have to pay them a fee. Now, they're going to have their own satellite where other people are going to be paying them a fee, along with leasing space on the satellite for other companies. That is awesome. That profit goes to burning the XPLR tokens down the line. And this is why we have our own business opportunity, because the XPLR token is $1,500. It's probably going to go up in the next 24 to 48 hours. It was supposed to go up 3 days ago, but it has not. So if you want to get into this, you should. It's $1,500 for this XPLR token and $1,750 for the aluminum token. All right, just letting you know. And it's that simple, and you don't have to do anything else. Just sit back and relax. There's another component that you can sign up other people, because I'll have the link down below. It'll be IX Global. But again, search the channel before you get into that, because IX Global is a marketing arm. You can actually refer other people and then receive additional revenue coming from the residual income side instead of the passive income side. All right, it's that simple, but we'll get into that. But check out the videos. The first one's going to be cash flow NFT. The second one's just going to roll automatically into the debt box, and then that's the end of the video. So please stay tuned for that. And I want to thank you so much for watching this. I want to thank you so much for your support. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, and it's a very, very hard time when you're trying to make your money work for you. Make your money work is the key to the future. And we have 2 projects that can help you out, and none of this exchange problem, none of these other fake crypto problems where they're saying we'll give you 1% per day or 3% per day, 3% per week, any of that. You don't have to worry about any of that, because these are real businesses in place, licensed, regulated for what they do. Miracle Cash and more, their stores are going to be in licensed and regulated crypto countries. So therefore, you have to be licensed and regulated when you have a store on the street. So with all that said, we have a bright future, ladies and gentlemen. Are you going to ride with us? I hope so. Keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.
If there was a way you could have partnered with Elon Musk before Tesla, before the Model S, before SpaceX, and before Elon became the world's richest man, would you at least have wanted to know how? If there was a way you could have partnered with Jeff Bezos when he was planning Amazon.com and it could have made you a fortune, would you at least have wanted to know about it? Well, what if there was a fintech company today that is about to capture major market share worldwide, where millions of people will be using its breakthrough technology and you could make an absolute fortune? Would you at least want to know about it? At the same time that we are experiencing record inflation, gas prices through the roof and headed towards a recession, the move towards crypto adoption worldwide is picking up pace, and the evidence is all around us. Big names and big money players are jumping in the game like crazy. The Staples Center, where the LA Lakers play, is now the Crypto.com Center. The Super Bowl, the most expensive commercial time on television, featured 6 cryptocurrency ads. Tom Brady, Matt Damon, LeBron James, and Larry David all made appearances in them. Facebook changed its name from Facebook to Meta. The rapper Eminem bought a Bored Ape, an NFT, for $450,000. Warren Buffett invested over $1 billion in a Brazilian crypto bank. Coinbase bought Bitcoin Turkey for $3.2 billion. You know what they say, success leaves clues. Whenever there is economic change in the marketplace, there are economic winners and there are economic losers. It just depends on what side of the equation you end up on. They also say that timing is everything. How would you like to get in on the next big thing? Are you ready for a miracle? How would you like to own a piece of Miracle Cash and More? The first to market brick and mortar crypto stores, crypto on the street, with stores in every major city all over the world. Unlike the faceless online competitors that have no phone number to call, no physical address, and no one to talk to. Miracle Cash and More stores are fully regulated, licensed, and our wallets are insured by Fireblocks. At Miracle Cash and More, we own our own cryptocurrency exchange. We own our own stablecoin. We own our own ATMs. We own our own merchant terminals. And guess what? We get paid on every single transaction. The secret, if you want to call it a secret, is to get involved before the whole world knows about it. Position yourself in front of the masses before the masses react. Here's the current offering. There are only 1,488 shares of the Master Franchise Agreement for all of the United Kingdom. Each share is projected to profit over $100,000 in year 1, $200,000 in year 2, $400,000 in year 3, and $900,000 in year 4. We have an exit strategy that projects a payout of over $10 million per share. And what does that cost to you? A one and done payment of just $5,000. And of course, you can buy as many shares as are still available. Now the question is, do you at least want to know how? I sincerely hope so, because the best is yet to come.
Blockchain is redefining how we operate as a society, from supply chain to payment solutions. But the multi-step, profound essence of the technology also creates conditions that add confusion to the cryptosphere, sometimes feeling like opportunities are reserved for the upper elite. Revolution occurs when the physical and digital converge at a single point, where a whirlwind of ideas demolishes old concepts and builds something new amidst the ruins. Introducing the decentralized, eco-friendly blockchain technology known as the DEPT ecosystem. DEPT is a vertically integrated, all-inclusive and home-based solution to blockchain complexities. All of the projects are unique in that each one is supported by or linked to a specific sector in the commodities market. Moreover, the collision of crypto and precious natural resources have generated a token that binds the entire system together. This is where crypto meets commodities. The DEPT token is the central support and utility token for the DEPT ecosystem. It features a growing list of token projects that will boast swap pairing with the DEP token. Other ecosystem projects are deflationary, with transfer fees to support the network, discouraging frequent trading. Because of this, ecosystem token holders will be encouraged to transfer their project token value to the DEP token before transferring and using it for trading and liquidity. Given its central role on the platform, the DEP token will generate increased demand as more and more projects enter the ecosystem and projects mature. At its core, the DEP ecosystem collectively gathers all sectors in the commodities market. Black Gold, or BGLD, is a revolutionary blockchain project based on the physical production and sale of crude oil. Natural Gas, or NATG, is an innovative blockchain project designed to streamline efficiencies in the world of exploration and is working to enhance the physical production and sale of natural gas. Grow's groundbreaking technology fosters participation in the growing industry of high-yield agricultural products. Digital linked metals, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, use cutting-edge technology to locate and extract rare precious earth metals. Along with our partners, both foreign and domestic, we ensure every metal token is linked with its physical counterpart. With many more projects on the horizon, the main goal of the DEP ecosystem is to present complex commodities markets to you in a way that is easy to both understand and participate in, rewarding you for your support. The DEP ecosystem is where crypto meets commodities. We are committed to projects that empower you, influence history, discover unexplored territory. Shift perceptions with thedebtbox.com.